Top 20 Countdown 101. WCBS-FM, New York.
Yeah, CBS-FM 101.1, New York's only station with the Highwaymen. It seems appropriate to be hearing that in light of the events of the last 24 hours, huh? Yeah, on this date in 1961, a bonus hit as we count down the top 20 songs of this date, November 5th, 1961. It was a Sunday. Well, actually a little different than today. Cloudy, cooler, chance of rain was what they were calling for with a high of 65. President of our land, of course, was John F. Kennedy. Governor was Nelson Rockefeller. The mayor of New York was Robert F. Wagner. Sports, the United States Merchant Marines Academy defeated Muhlenberg 43-42 this afternoon. In football, on the screen, Natalie Wood and Warren Beatty were starring in Splendor in the Grass, playing at the Victoria Theater in Manhattan on stage. Eileen Heckard and Stubby Kaye, starring in Everybody Loves Opal at the Longacre Theater. And on television, 7 o'clock on Channel 2, it was Lassie, of course, starring, yeah, you got it, John Provost and June Lockhart. And this, too, a bonus hit on this date in 1961 from Dick and Dee Dee at 101.1.
CBS-FM remembers 1961.
CBS-FM 101.1. Stuff bank commercials are made of. Dave Brubeck Quartet. Bonus hit on this date, November 5th, 1961. And Take 5 at 101.1. And Bobby V.
My tears are falling 'cause you've taken her away. And of my baby.
CBS-FM 101 with the greatest hits of all time. And the hits just keep on coming.
The number one most often played jukebox song of all time. That's right, and it was a bonus hit on this date, November 5th, 1961. We'll take it back with Curtis Mayfield's Impressions and a Gypsy Woman at 101.1.
From nowhere through a caravan. A gypsy woman.
WCBS-FM 101.1. Oh, man, you get so wrapped up in that tune. I remember listening to that song in the car one night. I got so wrapped up in that, I actually drove through a light and lived to tell about it. From the Angels, and right now, Tony Orlando.
Every time I face the world, I just had to cry. I take, bless every move that
CBS-FM 101.1, New York's only station. Bonus hit on this date, November 5th, 1961. One of the better things to come out of Hell's Kitchen besides homemade pasta, of course. That's Tony Orlando and Ray Rossi doing it for Norman Knight's Top 20 Countdown of tunes of this date. November 5th it is, 1961. And we will begin the actual countdown of the Top 20 with the song number 20 from the Chantels in just a little bit here at CBS-FM 101.1. Call me There's a bit of a chill in the air tonight. Cleared cold down to about 35 or so. Sunshine slightly milder tomorrow, up into the mid-50s. We'll see some clouds on Tuesday, maybe just a tad milder, but there's also a chance of rain, too. I should get up to about 60. If even, that's beautiful, though, right now. 43 at 101.1.
CBS-FM Top 20 Countdown. CBS-FM.
Yeah, the information used in CBS-FM's Top 20 Oldies Countdown contains music consistent with our format and is compiled from various sources. At number 20 this week, dropping down 6 positions from number 14 a week ago, is this female vocal group from the Bronx. Now, their first Top 20 hit in 1958 with Maybe. And this was their second hit to reach the Top 20. It features Annette Smith, not Arlene, but Annette, on lead vocals on Carlton Records. It's the Chantels. Ah, yes, indeed. Gaze upon this punum, won't you? Look straight into these eyes at 101.1. As we reach song number 19 this week, dropping down 6 positions from 13 a week ago, this vocal group that formed in Los Angeles in 1960. This tune marked their debut on the chart. It was a remake of a song Fred Astaire took back to number 1 in 1936, believe it or not. On Capitol Records, The Letterman, and The Way You Look Tonight at 101.1. 61, The Letterman, and The Way You Look Tonight. As we count them back for you at number 18 this week, moving up 6 spots from 24 a week ago, was the only top 20 hit for this country singer out of Anniston, Alabama. It features the 4 young men. Iguata Juvena. They're on backing vocals. They're on Crest Records. It's Bobby Edwards. And You're the Reason at 101.1.
You're the reason I don't sleep at
WCBS-FM 101.1. Bobby Edwards lays it all at your feet. The reason why I'm in the no-doze mode. Number 18 song on this date. November 5th, 1961 at 101.1. It was a Sunday, November 5th, 1961 was. In sports, the Knicks lost to the Hawks 112-111. On the screen, Audrey Hepburn and George Peppard were starring in Breakfast at Tiffany's, playing at Radio City Music Hall. And on stage, Phil Silvers and Nancy Walker were starring in Do Re Mi at the St. James Theater. It was the funniest movie you ever saw Phil Silvers in. It's a mad, 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 mad world. Right? Had to be. And on television, at 8:30 on Channel 4, everybody's favorite show, Car 54, Where Are You? It was a lousy movie, but a great show. Joey Ross, Fred Gwynn, Lucille. Who could forget? As we reach song number 17 this week, climbing up 4 spots from number 21 a week ago, as the singer-born Brenda Mae Tarpley began a professional career at the age of 6. Yeah, this was her 8th hit to reach the top 20 on Decca Records. It's Brenda Lee and Fool number 1 at 101.1.
Am I fool number 1? Is fool of all?
CBS-FM 101.1, New York's oldie station, Brenda Lee. Big enough to rise to number 17 on this date, November 5th, 1961. As we count them back for you, it's the Top 20 Countdown here at CBS-FM. We will continue the countdown with song number 16, the 7th top 20 hit for a group that you know and love. And it's got to be one of my all-time favorite tunes, too, coming up in just a bit here at CBS-FM 101.1. Trits scored their 27, losing to the big tuna they did. And in scant seconds to go in the half, it's the Giants making a game of it over Seattle. Score there 22-21.
101 weather.
Couple shakes away from song number 16 on this date in 1961. Yeah, chilly. That's the deal. Down into the mid-30s. Sunshine, pretty decent day tomorrow. Up to about 55 or so. Could see some rain on Tuesday afternoon. Clouds maybe just a tad milder. Right now, clear skies and 42 at 101.
CBS-FM.
Top 20 Countdown. CBS-FM.
Resuming the countdown of this date, 1961, November 5th, it was at number 16, moving up 2 spots from number 18 a week ago, was this legendary vocal group that originally formed around Clyde McPhatter in 1953. Now, this marked the group's 7th hit to reach the top 20. What a good tune it was, too, written by Doc Pomus and Mark Schumann on Atlantic Records. It's the Drifters and Sweets for My Sweet at 101. CBS-FM 101.1, Rudy Lewis and the Lead of the Drifters, song number 16 on this date, November 5th, 1961, as we move up to song number 15, dropping down 4 spots from number 11 a week ago, one of the most influential artists of the rock era. In fact, he was a guy who Bruce Springsteen had remarked used to sing him to sleep. That's right. Hailed from Vernon, Texas, he did. This was his 4th record to reach the top 20, and it was his follow-up to his number 1 hit, Runnin' Scared, on Monument Records. Roy Orbison at 101.
I was all right for a while.
CBS-FM 101.1, New York's oldie station, song number 15 from The Voice. Yeah, Roy Orbison. And it was, what was it, a few years back that he redid that with Katie Lang. If anybody was going to do it with him, it was going to have to be Katie Lang. Song number 15 on this date in 1961. As we move up to number 14 this week, climbing up 5 positions from 19 a week ago, a song written by John D. Loudermilk. From this New Jersey native born Congettina Rosamari Frangonita. Yeah, peaked right here at number 14 on MGM Records. Connie Francis, and he's my dreamboat on the
20 Countdown. 101 CBS-FM.
He's my dreamboat
WCBS-FM, 101.1, New York's oldies station. And song number 14 on this date, November 5th, 1961, from Connie Francis, and He's My Dreamboat. As we will resume the countdown of the top 20 songs of this date, November 5th, 1961, with song number 13, done by a guy who, believe it or not, Connie Francis's father used to chase away from the house with a baseball bat. I kid you not. Coming up in just a bit at CBS-FM 101.1. Let's resume the countdown of this date, the top 20 songs of this date, November 5th, 1961. Song number 13 this week, moving up 3 spots from number 16 a week ago. A song that was a big hit for both Bing Crosby and Tommy Dorsey back in 1938. Now, some 23 years later, it marked the 9th top 20 hit for Bronx native Walden Robert Casado. We got to know who it is. Come on. On Atco Records, Bobby Darin. And You Must Have Been a Beautiful Baby at CBS-FM 101.1.
Whoa, you know, you must have been a beautiful baby.
Roy Orbison, this was his only chart hit on Monument Records. It was Bob Moore and the Mexico at 101.1. FM 101.1, New York's oldie station. Song number 13 from Bob Moore. That would be a big Tejano record today. Yeah. Appropriately entitled Mexico. Top 11 songs, more bonus hits coming up in just a little bit. You got Ray Rossi in for Norman Knight doing the Top 20 Countdown.
Yep.
Such a deal. CBS-FM 101.1 bonus hit on this date, November 5th, 1961 from the Marcells. What a good tune, too. It was, too. You got Ray Rossi here. It's 6:06 right now, doing it for Norman Knight, the top 20 countdown of November 5th, 1961. On the screen, Susan Hayward and John Gavin starring in Backstreet. You know, I tell you what, I love Susan Hayward. She was such a fetchy thing in that movie. Well, anyway, on this date, it was playing at the Loews Capitol Theater at the Translux 85th Street and Manhattan stage. Julie Harris was starring in A Shot in the Dark at the Booth Theater on television, 9 o'clock, Channel 4. Everybody's favorite cowboy show had to be Bonanza. And this was a bonus hit on this date. And November 5th, 1961, from Jerry Butler at 101.1. It was.
And the hits just keep on coming.
FM 101. Goodbye, James Darren, bonus hit on this date in 1961. Yeah, sweep up after the Elephants, not a problem. Ah, yes, indeed. 6:17 it is right now. You got Ray Rossi doing it for Norman Knight as we resume the actual countdown of this date, November 5th, 1961. Song number 11, climbing up 6 spots from 17 a week ago, was the singer from Kansas City. He debuted on the chart a few months earlier with 100 Pounds of Clay. This was his second of 3 hits to reach the top 20 on Liberty Records. Gene McDaniels, The Tower of Strength at 101.1.
I'll never be.
Couldn't help myself there. Ah, yeah, CBS-FM 101.1, New York's oldie station, Gene McDaniels. Hey, fetching and moaning in the distance, yes. Song number 11 on this date. November 5th, 1961, as we count them back for you. And we'll be doing the top 10 songs in just a little bit here at CBS-FM 101.1. On this date today, 1995, on the gridiron, Jets lost to the Patriots. Final score there was 20-7. Right now, about 5 minutes remain in the third quarter, and the Seahawks kind of like leapfrogging over the Giants. Score there 24-22. On this date, November 5th, 1961, just a couple of shakes. Clear cold, down to about 35. Yeah, nice day tomorrow. Real nice. Up to about 55 or so, then the clouds roll in on Tuesday. Chance of an afternoon shower and high about 60. Right now, clear skies and 42 at 101.1.
CBS Top 20 Countdown. CBS-FM.
So we enter the top 10 songs on this date, November 5th, 1961. Song number 10 drops down 4 spots from number 6 a week ago. Was the singer and songwriter who also played the sax, guitar, organ, trumpet, and drums. Yes, he was a multi-talented individual. Now, this tune marked his first and only top 20 hit on Liberty Records. It's Troy Shondell. And this time at 101.1.
This time we're really breaking up, really losing.
CBS-FM 101.1, New York York's oldie station, song number 10 on this date, November 5th, 1961, from Troy Shondell, as we reach the number 9 position. Yes, moving up one notch from number 10 a week ago was Philadelphia's own Ernest Evans. Had his 5th hit to reach the top 20. In fact, he's vying for a career these days in Nashville. Yeah, with this tune, it was another variation of the twist on Parkway Records. Chubby Checker and the Fly at 101.1.
Come on, and do the fly with me.
CBS-FM 101.1. New York's only station. Chubby Checker had song number 9 on this date with the Fly at 101.1. It's coming up on 6:30 right now. You got Ray Rossi doing it for Norman Knight, counting down the 20 biggest hits on this date. November 5th, 1961, we have reached the number 8 spot. A song that was number 8 a week ago. It became the one and only top 20 hit for the singer and actress from London. It was taken from the Disney movie The Parent Trap. And I remember seeing that, too. That was at Radio City. My grandmother, she used to take us to the movies, and what she would do is she'd come up from Coney Island. She'd say, "Take this, meet me at Avenue U." It's true. Me, my brother, and my sister went to see that at Radio City, film which she also starred. Not my grandmother, but Haley Mills on Vista Records. Vista Records, Haley Mills, and Let's Get Together at 101.1.
Let's get together, yeah. What it be? Let's get together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. CBS-FM 101.1 from Haley Mills. That's song number 8 on this date, November 5th, 1961, from The Parent Trap. Do you remember now what scene that came out of? It was the camp scene, wasn't it, when the both of them were at camp together? No, I think I'm wrong. But I do remember who the parents were that they were trying to entrap. At least I think I do. As we move to the number 7 song this week. Moving up 2 positions from number 9 a week ago, this New Orleans native who, before taking up singing, was a prize fighter in the 50s, known as Kid Chocolade. This was his debut record on Fury Records. Lee Dorsey in Ya-Ya at CBS-FM 101.1.
Oh, well, I'm sitting here
Police station, it's Lee Dorsey. Number 7 song on this date, November 5th, 1961. 6:33 it is right now. You got Ray Rossi in for Norman Knight. As we move into the number 6 position, dropping down one notch from number 5 a week ago, the singer born in Missouri and raised in San Jose, California. Her debut record, it was another tune written by Nashville singer and songwriter John D. Loudermilk. He was very prolific back then. On Hickory Records, Sue Thompson and Sad Movies Make Me Cry on
Top 20 countdown.
61. Sad Movies Make Me Cry. 6:37. Ray Rossi is who I am. Doing it for Norman Knight. The Top 20 countdown will continue with song number 5. Three Sisters did it. It was their only top 20 hit, produced by Phil Spector. It was 2 coming up in just a bit here at CBS-FM 101.1.
So I'm here to bring you hope. It's a joy to do ordinary things again.
101 weather.
Yeah, top 5 songs on this day coming up in just a little bit. Clear, cold, down into the mid-30s. And tomorrow is going to be a pretty decent day. Maybe just a tad milder. Up to about 55 it will be. Some clouds roll in on Tuesday. Expect an afternoon shower. Could get up to about 60. Right now, clear skies. Beautiful. It's 41 right now at 101.1.
CBS Top 20 countdown. CBS-FM.
We resume the actual countdown of this date, November 5th, 1961. Number 5 song this week, moving up 2 spots from number 7 a week ago, were sisters Alberth. Yeah, they called her Big Al. Priscilla and Cheryl from San Francisco. This was their only hit to reach the top 20, produced by Phil Spector on Greg Mark Records, the Paris Sisters, and...
I love how your eyes close. How you love
CBS-FM 101. For the Paris Sisters, number 5 song on this date, November 5th, 1961. As we move to the number 4 slot, number 4 song this week, the song that was number 4 a week ago became the 4th top 20 hit for the Genius of Soul, coming down the chart after spending, 2 weeks at number 1 on ABC Paramount Records. Yeah, Ray Charles and the Raylettes, and Hit the Road, Jack at 101.
Hit the road, Jack. Come back no more.
I didn't understand
Don't
it.
you come back no more.
You can't mean that.
And don't you come back.
Yeah. CBS-FM 101.1, guy that has influenced such diverse artists as Travis Tritt and Billy Joel. Yeah, Ray Charles, number 4 song on this date, November 5th, 1961, as we move to the number 3 slot. On a day that in sports, the Rangers gained a 3-3 tie with the Montreal Canadiens. after they had squandered a 2-zip lead. On the screen, Paul Newman and Jackie Gleason were starring in The Hustler, playing at the Brooklyn Paramount. On television, 8 o'clock on Channel 2, The Ed Sullivan Show with guests Art Carney, Sheila McRae, and Jimmy Dean, who incidentally had the number 3 song on this date. That's right. It was a song that was number 3 a week ago. Born Seth Ward, he was. Singer-songwriter out of Plainview, Texas. Wrote this tune in about, an hour and a half on a plane ride to Nashville. On its way up to number 1, where it would remain for 5 weeks on Columbia Records. It's the king of breakfast, sausage, Jimmy Dean, and... Big John. Big John. November 5th, 1961. Got top 2 songs coming up for you in just a little bit as we acknowledge and extend the greetings and salutations to members of the CBS-FM fraternity. Yes, indeed. Eddie Marine has got the radio on. Listening very intently, he is, over on Avenue U in Brooklyn, along with Lukey. Yes, indeed, just hovering around the radio, waiting for Don K. Reed's Don K. Reed friends. And that's why they carry Iams cat foods. Iams cat food, kitten food, less active for cats, and canned cat food gives cats the highest quality meat they need to grow and prosper. And Iams uses just the right balance of vitamins and minerals to meet your cat's specific nutritional needs. But Iams isn't just any cat food. No. And you won't find it everywhere. Petland Discounts carries the complete line of Iams dog and cat food. So stop into Petland Discounts and learn why Iams can make your cat feel and look its best. All right, now, stop into any Petland Discounts location for tips on fire prevention, safety, and an Evacuate Pet sticker for the front door of your home in case of an emergency. Now, the special sticker also includes a $1 off coupon on any 8-pound bag of Iams pet foods, only at Petland Discounts. With over 100 locations they've got, and they've been serving the tri-state area for, over 30 years now. Now, visit Petland Discount's newest locations. They're in the Village, 389 Avenue of the Americas. That's between Waverly Place and 8th Street.
The biggest fight of the winter is about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, the champion, clean, dependable, efficient, gas heat. And in this corner, in an old leaky oil tank, the challenger, oil heat.
Last year alone, more than 200,000 homeowners across this great country switched to gas heat.
Okay, fellas, I want you to come out clean. I know that's tough for you, oil heat. Gas heat, you're high in comfort, low in maintenance, a great record, the undisputed winter champion.
Homeowners everywhere are switching to gas heat. Right now, your gas company has a special knockout offer when you convert to natural gas heat. Get the facts. Call 1-800-314-HEAT. That's 1-800-314-HEAT. Brought to you by Yankee Gas and other participating New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut natural gas companies.
Okay, today we're talking Bob's stores. You know, great buys on the brands you love to wear. Well, it's time for Bob's huge Westbury grand opening sale, and all Bob's stores are celebrating with the big anniversary sale. Let me countdown.
I think they're supposed to finish that, aren't they? Okay. Well, I'll finish it for them. CBS-FM. Thank you. As we continue the top 20 countdown of, November 5th it is, 1961. Number 2 song this week. Song that was number 2 a week ago. It became the debut hit for this vocal group who hails from the city of brotherly love. Yes, indeed. Featuring Leonard Borisov and all his friends from, what was the name of that high school? I forgot the name of the high school that they went to. But, of course, you know him as Len Barry. On lead vocals on Parkway Records, it's the Dovells at 101. Kids in Bristol, sharp as a pistol. But you know the drill.
The kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol when they do the shortest talking, when they do the Bristol stuff.
WCBS-FM 101.1, New York's only station. Number 2 song on this day, November 5th, 1961, from the Dovells. Nobody does the whoa, 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 the way, of course, Len does. Ray Rossi here for Norman Knight, counting back the top 5 albums of this date. Number 5 was The Sound of Music, the original cast album. Album number 4 was Stars for a Summer Night. It was done by various artists. Album number 3, the original cast of Camelot. Number 2 album on this date, Stereo 35mm. Now, that wasn't a test kind of a thing. It was actually Enoch Light and his orchestra, and the number 1 album on this date was Judy at Carnegie Hall, of course, featuring the incomparable Judy Garland. I've got to thank a bunch of folks for putting together the Top 20 Countdown, as they do every week at this time. Debbie Ferrucci, producer of the Top 20 Countdown, of course, the very young, gracious, and talented Chris Angelo, and Steve Piazza, who supplies us with some of the tunes used in the countdown as we reach the pinnacle. The number 1 song on this date this week was the song that was number 1 a week ago. It became the second top 20 solo hit for the singer who grew up singing on the street corners of the Bronx, a tune that I bought at a little record store on Avenue M in Brooklyn. That's right. Tune he co-wrote with Ernie Maresca on Laurie Records. Dion and Run Around Sue.
Here's my story, it's sad but true.